World's radioactive podcast. It's your host, Ace Boogie, and I got some special guests with us today, y'all. Guys, introduce yourselves. Go ahead with you first.
I'm right here.
Yeah. Well, that's where the camera at.
What's good, people? Yo, I go by Calvin, aka Bullet Barton. That's my name. My father raised me. He always called me Bullet. So I represent Bullet Sporting and Hunting. It's a security training course that you guys can take. I have a full business, certified security instructor, level 2, level 3, level 4, licensed to carry, and also provide security guard, bodyguard services, as well as contract security. So that's me.
Well, you already know it's your favorite bodyguard, Checkmate.
Hey.
You know, man, make your next move your best move.
Oh, I like that saying, man. Where you get that from?
Love it.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's just a fact. You got to make your next move your best move.
All right, so let's go on. I gotta get out my social medias. So you guys want to catch us on Radioactive Podcast on Facebook, Radioactive Podcast on YouTube, and Radioactive Podcast or underscore. What's they use on Instagram, underscore podcast on the Instagram. Also, we gotta give our shout outs to our sponsors. Now, guys, if you like to look fly, and I know a lot of you guys like to look fly. Do you guys like to look
Man, you
fly?
already know.
What about you, Mr. Calvin? You like to look fly? Look at he up in his phone. Guys,
Of course, man.
exactly. Everybody loves to be fly. So I got some of the top designers in the SA, y'all. I got Past That Apparel as well as Madhouse Customs, y'all. Y'all gotta check these guys out. These guys are the real deal. They get you looking fly. They can custom pretty much almost anything you want. Check them guys out. Past That Apparel and Madhouse Customs with Mr. Randall Tripp. All right, y'all. Y'all ready?
Right. Yes, sir.
So I want to start off with a little game. Okay? Little game, little mind game. I got this from Netflix, y'all. I don't know if you guys at home probably seen this show, but mind games.
I don't do no games.
I understand, but tonight,
Let's get
special night. You know what I mean? Okay.
Right.
So what we're gonna do, guys? 50 seconds to give 50 words without an A in it. You cannot have an A in it. 50 seconds, 50 words. Let me see if I can get my timer going. Let me find this thing. Let me cheat that. I'm giving y'all time. We thinking about it right now. No. Y'all can do this together. I gotta come up with 50 words though. 50 seconds.
Who's taking down the words?
You can't. I'm gonna listen to what y'all gotta say, but
All right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm a spelling magician right here. I'm lying, y'all. Give me a second. Where my thing? Y'all got a clock? I got a clock. Here it goes. Timer. Boom. Let's go with seconds over here. Zero this out. 0. 50 seconds.
Take me back to school.
I'm trying to tell you. 50 words.
The pressure is on.
Without an A. You cannot have an A in it or it's wrong.
Facts.
Okay? You guys ready? Let me know when y'all ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Go off the head. Come on.
All right, I'm about to hit this and go.
Dog.
Small.
Bullet.
Pull it.
Gun. Run.
Shoot.
Tommy.
Okay.
Pop.
Boss.
Good.
Loss.
Choose.
Floss.
Bum.
Cost.
Gum.
Okay.
Dumb. Dumb.
Run.
Scum.
Skunk.
Get it.
Pump.
Okay.
Funk.
Love.
Trust.
Okay.
God.
10 seconds, y'all.
Friendship.
Jesus.
Kinfolk.
And
Ooh-wee.
okay. Time's up. All right, guys.
He say kill
We got into a flow. for a
Yeah,
second.
facts.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all got a lot done. Y'all
You
got a
know.
lot done. Y'all at least got to at least 35. Okay, so
I think we did it again. We killed it.
Yeah,
So check this out. Now, while I was watching the show, what they told me was if you would have said 1 through 50, none of those have an A in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 50.
All the words.
None of them have an A.
All the numbers, I mean.
None of the numbers, have
What?
an A. You look at, I
He
mean,
just
one,
played,
all
he
the.
just played us on live.
I need all my words back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You made me over here, got me thinking and shit. Get my take back, nigga.
All right, guys, let's get down to business. So What made you guys pick the job of, bodyguard / security in the first place? So let's start with you, sir.
Well, my father was a security officer when he retired from the military. And after high school, he said I either had to go to the military or I had to go work security because I was a big dude. He was like, use what you got, you know what I'm saying? So he started me off with that. So I started working security when I was 18. I was level 2, non-commissioned, unarmed. And after about a year, I kind of just went into doing like bouncing and stuff at nightclubs and stuff like that. And then finished college. After college, a friend of mine had already started a security academy. So I started teaching with him and got back into it. So been rocking it for like 9 years already.
Really?
As an instructor and business owner.
Okay. Mr. Xavier?
Well, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I started off doing this for free.
Okay.
I was one of the dumb ones that my partners would call and I'd come running because I could fight.
Yeah,
okay.
And then I had to use my head, and be like, well, shit, y'all niggas gotta pay me. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm knocking them out.
Right,
Y'all ain't buying me no food or nothing. And I'm hungry. You feel me? Like now, you worked up a sweat and appetite. But so I had to use my head with that, and then it got real for me, cause I had got shot one night 5 times. So
dang, that's one of my questions. Go ahead.
That I did been took my bad, man. But that's part of the reason why I started though, because people don't want to fight no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I tell all my artists, is like it's not about you being tough or having as many guns. Like most of my clients can handle themselves, but it's not about that. If you on a mission, then that's why you got people like us. You know what I mean? We on a mission too, but we're doing our mission, and that's protecting you. While you do what you do, you know what I mean? So that night, I didn't have nobody protecting me but God. You feel what I'm saying? So now that he gave me the ability to another chance, I'm gonna go ahead and protect somebody else. You feel what I'm saying?
Blessings. So that you look at that as passing on blessings and so forth?
Big talk. Yeah. I look at that as making my next move my best move.
That makes sense. Now it's all coming into form right there. Okay. I see what you're saying. So do you have to be a big guy to do what you guys do?
Not at all.
So y'all seen little guys, and so what is they just need to know how to fight?
Not
what
at
is
all.
it? What do they need to know?
You got to know how to think. It's not a physical game. It's a mental. It's chess, not checkers. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay.
You can have all the muscle in the world. I done seen the smallest knock out the biggest with one punch. You feel me? Because that's all it took,
Spill them.
Yeah. So you gotta be smart. You know what I mean? You gotta know what you're doing. It's not about escalating. It's about de-escalation.
So y'all gotta get a little negotiation going on.
Yeah.
Conflict resolution.
Exactly.
Combat resolution.
Conflict
resolution.
Yeah.
So
de-escalation technique.
You don't have to be big or nothing. That's a plus. It's always good to be big, because you get your second guesses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
If he's quick enough, he might kill.
Right. Yeah. You feel me? So, but the little ones do get tested often, but them be the hard heads.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Them be the ones that I gotta talk to before we go out. Like, hey, look, no.
Little man syndrome going on.
You're gonna want to do your thing, you know what I mean? But hey, let's de-escalate first. You feel what I'm saying? So now you ain't gotta be big, you gotta be smart.
That's it.
So how much does intimidation play into this? Like having that face, you know what I mean?
I feel that face is not an act, it's not a show. At least for me.
So you gotta have the heart. Pretty much what you're saying?
When I'm with a client, I don't see shit funny as it is. You see something funny with your life?
Not at all.
Like, you feel me? So I'm not finna be smiling and shit, because I really don't see nothing funny. Like I'm out here because you got me out here for a reason. Either your life is you feel like your life is in danger, or you feel like your life is worth everything. So I just don't want to deal with the bullshit. So checkmate, let's ride. You feel me? It can go all different ways, or you just that nigga and you know, you up there and you need protection. You feel what I'm saying? From fans or etc. But the faces, that's a natural face, you know. I mean, you clock in, it's like playing football. You put that helmet on, you ain't finna be out there smiling with your mouthpiece. You know what I mean? It ain't shit funny. Face. You know, yeah. And then you ain't finna be scary at all, you know. But it's not an act. It's for real. You know what I mean?
And what do you say to that? Do you have to have that intimidation face?
No, it's natural for me. People used to always have to tell me to smile. People still be like, "Smile, man. You gotta smile more." I'm like, smile for what? You know, like if I see something funny, I'll smile. But like you said, when you're in your line of work, it's be friendly, but not on a personal level. Right. So I'm providing customer service to my client, and he's speaking more from a bodyguard perspective versus me. My job is to smile at every client that walks past my desk in the morning. I'm the first person they see, the first point of contact. So my job is to smile. Right. But depending on my job and what I'm doing at the time, there may be some times where you don't want to smile, where people try to read that as a weakness, and they're going to be wrong, but it's the perception. So depending on your energy and the atmosphere, there may be times where you need to be stiffer. There may be times where you need to be a little bit more friendly. So it just depends on the post orders of your job.
Yes.
You see, they told me I was going to be shaking hands and kissing babies for $18 an hour. I was like, for real? They was like, yeah. Like, no, we serious. You're going to be, hi, how you doing? And
the HEB.
And we don't want you to go after nobody if they break the rules or do something. We don't want you to lay a hand on them. But the difference is we talk about Chapter 9 Penal Code, self-defense. So if they come my way with a physical attack, then I got a right to go through the use of force continuum on them. I got a right to go through. Of course, I'm de-escalating, but if it's already a deadly situation or a physical situation where they put hands on me, then my job is to gain control, gain voluntary compliance, and then de-escalate from there.
So you pretty much have to wait until they are the aggressors first.
Yeah, we're never the aggressor.
So I mean, is there such thing as it's too late? You know what I'm saying? Because you're sitting there waiting for them to react, per se.
I'm not waiting for them to react. I'm waiting for them to behave in the first place. Whatever their behavior is, we're gonna match that, and we're gonna be one level higher if it gets physical. Because if they pull out a knife, I mean, I got my firearm. If they put their hands on me and I'm outnumbered, then I can go to a non-lethal intermediate weapon like a baton or a pepper spray if I need to disperse a crowd or get a crowd away from me. Or if I need to get my client through a crowd, I may choose to use a pepper spray if someone's already launched a physical attack. That would be justified. You see, so there's a lot of different instances. Not everything is the same, you know. But in general, yeah, you want to be stiff, especially when you're dealing with a client's life. Like he said, I saw a guy who, I'm not going to say no names, but a person who just got shot today, who was a potential client of mine, who was going to be a potential client of mine. And I guess they decided not to go forward with protection. So there was a shooting today. Come to find
everybody
out,
gonna be Googling
that there was this person that I was supposed to be contracted to work for about 3-4 months back.
So do you look at that? Do you look at that as should have had me, or do you look at that as maybe you dodged the bullet? Literally.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. You know, realistically, it's like, I mean, you take a chance every time you walk out the door. No matter what your job is, there's some potential for danger just going outside. So I mean, that's how I look at it. You know, and I mean, had I been there, we'd be moving different. You know, if he's inside shopping, I'm outside scoping. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain way you move. If you really got somebody after your life, you know, it's a certain way you move. You don't go out in public like that.
So how do you guys protect your clients? Like, what are the different methods? I know there's hand-to-hand combat, right? And then you can use your weapon. What do you guys prefer to?
I prefer. Or you want? I prefer to nip shit in the butt.
Okay. How do you do that?
by scoping the scene. I see shit from a distance. You read energy, you know, body language,
Right.
you know, eye contact. You know, you wanna know your ins and your outs. You know what I mean? So I'm there to check. I check the scene before anything, you know, before my clients even come in,
Right.
and see what the crowd is like. You know, you wanna feel the energy, you know, because you don't want them worried about it. You know.
So when it comes to the actual protecting, that's what I'm saying. So what's the first thing y'all want to do? Hand-to-hand combat first, or what's the first thing you want to do?
I want to get my client out.
Okay.
So if there's like a fight that breaks out in a crowded area, my job is to get my client and their family out. But my primary is my client. I'm getting them out. That's my thing. It's not about fighting. If we are being attacked by someone, yeah, it's going to be physical. Definitely, it's going to be physical. But if I can move my client away from harm's way, that's the first order of business, is to get them out safely. They don't want to be there to be in a fight.
Right.
They don't want you to be in a fight. They want you to be next to them, getting the hell up out of there. You see what I'm saying? So our job is to see things before it happens. And I've been in situations where I've seen things and then had to follow certain people out to make sure they wasn't coming back. I've been doing that since before I was a security officer. It's innate. That means it's built in you. So I've always been the one to scope out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, are we good? I wouldn't be alive today if I didn't move like that. You know what I'm saying? There's been situations that I saw before they happened. You know, I see it. I'm like, okay, I see that brewing up over there. Let's move. I was the kid in high school that left 15 minutes early from the club every night. I was never there and then I get a phone call, man, there was a shootout at the club. That's why I leave 15 minutes early.
You know how they gonna act.
When y'all last call, I'm out. I'm not there for the crowds. That's where you're gonna catch a stray bullet, a fair one with somebody you don't even know, have beef with, but they drunk and they feeling like because you big, they want to show something. So being big ain't always easy, because sometimes they want to squab. You know what I mean? They want to fight you. So that's what he was saying. You got to be able to de-escalate that, because you already know what you can do. But it's about, we at that age and that level where it's like, I don't want to have to prove it all the time.
How do y'all de-escalate?
It's called verbal judo. So it's eye contact. A lot of times just eye contact with somebody lets them know what kind of level you're on. Because if I can't look at you while I'm talking to you, then you're looking at me. That's why when boxers get in the ring, one of them looks down, looks away, because he don't want to feel the other man's soul. I look you in your eye long enough, you're gonna be like, man, why you looking at me like that? You're gonna feel some type of way, because I'm getting at you. That's why I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you because I see you, and I want you to see me. And it's like hypnotizing somebody. So it gets you out of that. Whatever you was thinking you wanted, it gets you out of that. You're looking at me differently.
He know. Now you know that I know.
Yeah, you know that I know.
So bust a move, bitch.
And at that point, it's just like the pit when you staring at a pit bull and he ready to.
So it's a showdown.
Yeah, it's all here. I don't got to say nothing really. But if you talking, what I'm gonna do is be calm, and I'm gonna be like, "Yo, my bad, man. Excuse me, my bad."
That's from a distance. I don't say no, my bad.
You plowing through.
That's what it is. I'm here to
moving different.
Yeah, and we do two different. You know what I mean? I do a lot of personal bodyguard. Yeah, you know, he does a lot of security events and stuff.
You gotta
know what
be
I mean?
sleep. You gotta with him. You gotta.
I part the sea.
Yeah,
you know, I'm a move the crowd. Yeah. You know, so you know that's what I do.
So what type of, this is probably what I was trying to ask. What type of training do you guys have?
I train with some of the best guys.
I seen a picture with you guys together. I was like, they know each other even better.
Yeah. So I train with some guys who are in different martial arts, different arts altogether. Some guys that do Krav Maga. I train with guys who do Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, the Bujinkan. All right, so you can Google that and see how official that is. So I take elements from all of them and put them together, and that's how I do. But a lot of my stuff is wrist lock, come along techniques, get people on the ground, and getting them out of the way. So what he was saying is when you escorting somebody, you have to part. It's a different vibe. What I'm talking about is if it's me thereafter as a security officer, how do I handle that one-on-one confrontation? Where it's a guy, I got to get him out of the club.
It's two different things.
It's a lot of
versus
big
a
difference.
bodyguard.
I don't have to. I'm not have time to talk to this nigga.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's his job. That's where he's at.
Yeah, because I'm stagnant.
I'm moving.
There. Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Stagnant. He's moving.
So it's either move or get rolled over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has the time to sit there and be like, okay, well look, this is what it is. And then if you don't like that, then he gonna break you out. You know what I mean? It's either I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Females else can get it too. Ask about me.
Yeah.
Man's bisexual. Yeah.
So, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. You seem like as if you got a lot of street. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's when you
I don't have all the classes.
Street training is
all the training. I don't have all that, but I do know.
Crazy.
Do you heard? Now, so and that's where the brains come from though.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to move in these dirty, I'm from South Dallas. Okay. I'm from Oak Cliff.
Oh, word.
And you got to know how to move. You got to know how to move. And if you don't know how to move, then you're in trouble. That's why I say a sitting duck could get plucked. Ooh. You have to move. You feel me? I ain't never been the one to stand in one spot. I just can't do it. Being in one. And once I go to the club, I'm at least hitting 2-3 clubs. Yeah. Cause I got to move. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me, and that's the way I've always, I guess that's why I still get around.
Yeah, but is that part of your instinct training? Like you go into a club and cause I've seen you do probably a whole 360 around that mug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to.
It's
touch every corner.
But this is you on your own. This is your own personal time. That's what I'm getting at. And
see,
you're still doing it.
Yeah.
When
my safety is the utmost.
It comes, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like it's became somewhat of a problem, because I've been doing it for so long that it's now a habit. You know what I mean? Like you hear our brothers say, they've been down for 10 years and they get out and they stand, they got their back against the wall. You know what I mean? I have to face the door. You know what I mean? Like when I go to a restaurant, I'm sitting, I got to see the door, you know what I mean? And I could be going out with friends and shit and not on a work day and I'm chilling, I'm having fun, and then all of a sudden I'm stiff.
What is that?
It's just me. Like, it's just what it is. I'm always on duty. You feel me? I'm always with a client, you know what I mean? That sometimes it's kind of hard to have fun. You know what I mean? But then again, I see shit from a mile away. Shit that my partners is not looking at because they having fun.
They having fun.
So somebody gotta, and it's always good for somebody to be like that. I feel, because I see shit. It's been times that I've been like, my niggas is having fun and I'm stiff and I'm like, hey, look, let's go this way. Because it's popping off over here. They don't know. But if I tell them, now they're going to be like, woo.
They're going to walk into it.
You know what I mean? Now they want some and shit, So I prevent shit, I feel. I feel like that's a gift he gave me, though. You know what I mean?
Same way. Ask anybody in my family. I'm always the one like, no, they're going over there right now.
Yeah.
I'm always there. I've always been there.
And of course, I'm not perfect. I make some dumb decisions. I run into shit, you know what I mean? But I use everything as a life situation. Like, it's funny, we talking about this. I was just telling my brother today, like, he was asking me what because my son plays football. And every time after the games, I'm always telling him what you did wrong, what you did right. But look, though, this is what you have to take in life, though, because life is so fucked up out here. These people on the field are so fucked up. They don't care about you. If anybody gets on the field to line up against you with pads on to hit you, they're trying to hurt you. You feel me? So if somebody's trying to make contact with you physically, they're trying to hurt you in the world. So you have to be able to channel that shit. You have to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? I just take everything as a life process. Life. So I stick with that shit. And ain't none of my clients been touched.
Where's one place you guys can go where you feel relaxed?
Feel relaxed.
Home.
In the bathroom, man.
Taking the shit. Look.
I'll be in the bathroom with the curtain halfway cracked. Gun on the sink. The bedroom door locked. When the house empty, I gotta lock 2 doors. I gotta lock the front door, bedroom door, bathroom door, pistol on the sink.
They'd probably be at the house though.
But that's relaxed for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still relaxed. I'm comfortable. I roll like that. So, I'm comfortable that way. A lot of my students be like, you have your gun on you when you're at home, your own house? Hell yeah. Have you not heard of people getting their slide doors kicked in? Why they
Bum B just got his shit kicked in not too long ago. You know what I mean?
Look,
So he out there in the
My
drawers.
wife is trained
Right.
to have my wife is trained to have pistols
Okay.
when I'm not home and when I'm home.
Mm-hmm.
When I come home, where the gun at? All right, it's over here. All right. You know, it's a household thing with us, so we comfortable.
So, speaking of lives, whose life is more important, your clients or yours?
Mine.
Yours?
Mine.
What do you say?
I'll say, that's a good ass question. I ain't gonna lie. But when I go out with a client, I know I'm straight. I wouldn't be doing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think about my life.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I mean, before I book, I do. But once you laced up and you didn't put your pistol on and I'm on the way.
Oh yeah,
It's about to me. It's about them. I want you to get home safe. That's why I came over here, so you can get home. I know I'm gonna get home. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? We gonna get home. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not too worried about my life. You know what I mean? After a while, you have that thought. You know what I mean? But it's about them. To me, it's about them.
So I mean, I can see where you were coming from too, because without me, then you would sit and duck anyway.
Facts.
So
that's
definitely,
I can't do nothing for you if I'm not there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're talking about the gunman got the gun pointed in our direction, am I jumping in front of my client?
Yeah, so
I'm jumping in front of my client because I got the vest on. I got the vest on and I know how to move, but my client don't know how to move. And I already got my gun pointed where it need to be pointed while I'm moving in front of my client. And I'm gonna hit him first. You see what I'm saying? That's what I train for. But if, like you said, if I'm not there, then I can't protect them.
Well, if you guys at home have questions, please go ahead and put them out there. Mr. Bay, come on. If you got a question, go ahead and put it out there so I can go ahead and ask them. So with this being so dangerous, do you guys get like a hazardous pay? Are you guys even allowed to get insurance, or do you guys just do a bond? How's this work?
I have insurance on all of my clients.
So what does that mean? I mean, what about, I'm talking as far as you. What does that mean when you say on your clients? Does that mean if they get shot?
Yeah, they covered.
Under you?
Yeah, under me.
So this is insurance. Okay, this is your insurance. Okay. So you have life insurance?
Right.
What about you?
Life insurance.
Life insurance as well?
Yes, life insurance.
So like,
always.
How high is the range of it? Y'all do like $1 million life insurance policy? Like what? How high is?
No, it ain't. I tell you that shit.
They gotta do
basic
insurance.
Like,
well, from a security company standpoint, the company that I work for now, that I work with, we have over $1 million, and the minimums, the state minimums are started around 150, 250, depending on what. I think the personal injury is like 150, and like liability is like 250, something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but we have like 3 times what we need. You see what I'm saying? So I like this company for that reason, and that's the company that I'm managing now. I'm doing their field supervisor work and helping to find other contracts. But the company, the corporation that I work for on the daytime shift, they I don't know what their insurance policy carries. I'm sure it's more than what we carry because we're a small mom and pop. But the state minimums are real low, so it's easy to get in the game. It's not that expensive to start off. You know.
What up, Paul, man? What's good with you? Okay. So, let's see where I'm at. So around, what's the most you guys around? Because I want to be exactly in you guys' pocket. What's the most you guys have made doing this type of work?
Just working hourly security. The most I got paid was about $40 an hour. I'm talking about just guarding a facility. I was guarding a car dealership during Hurricane Harvey, and they were paying $40 an hour plus per diem, hotel. It was nice.
Taking care of you.
At the end of I think I was there for like 2.5, 3 weeks off and on, and it was like $6,000 for like two weeks of work. And I'm talking about sitting in my vehicle, just posted up at a car lot, because that's how much money they stood to lose if something happened on their property. So they put the money up, and that was in Houston. Yeah.
Do you have to outsource a lot? Do y'all have to outsource a lot?
No.
There's plenty of work in the city.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of work here. Oh, it's definitely. Yeah, I got a new job starting in a couple of weeks.
Send to it.
Yeah. Keep contracts coming in, man.
So how important is staying in shape in you guys' line of work?
Very important to me. Some people don't care. Some do. It depends on the perception that you want to put out and, you know, the level of activity that you're going to be involved in. You got to be able to walk, you know, for miles, run. I'm not doing no chasing, but if me and my client got to move, we got to be able to run. So, you know, it's very important.
You don't want to be sloppy and shit.
Man, you can't be sloppy, man. You can't wear no suit. You can't have a certain image. You know, it reflects on the type of officer you might be. And again, that's the perception that others are going to see. That, oh man, this dude don't even take care of himself. Right. How's he going? You know, how's he going to take care of me? Or how's he going to fight me? Or how's he's out of shape? I just look at him, sizing him up. He looks like he's sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got him, and it may or may not be the case. But that perception right there leads into that, like he said, that level of, okay, do they want to try it or not? Do I want to take the risk with this dude because he looked like he's sloppy? So I might could take him versus, I don't know, man. He a little, you know, he looked like he a little nice. He stay in the gym. That's gonna make you think twice. So I may not even have to have a verbal confrontation with you because my officer presence has already got you at bay. Mm-hmm. And I walk around like that, and you can feel it from certain people. You feel the vibe. Sometimes I got to tell people, hey, it ain't that serious. I ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. Chill out. You good? I'm not going to jail unless you give me a reason. As long as you cool.
As security and bodyguards, we get that wrong impression anyway. You know, asshole,
tough guy.
You know.
So that's what's misunderstood about y'all.
Oh yeah, big time. Well, for me, I could only speak for me. Mm-hmm. You know, that's why I always keep a smile on my face. I'm your favorite bodyguard. But I dump you on your ass though with a smile. You feel me? With a smile. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Yeah. So
and in our game, see, how old are you? 30, 31?
30.
So I'm 37. Mm-hmm. So I would call my young bull out.
Yeah.
Like he still wants it. Mm-hmm. If he still wants it, I'm gonna let him eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat too. You know what I'm saying? But if my young bull want to eat, I'm gonna let him eat first. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But remember when we had a show that I was doing because I'm also an R&B artist, as you might know.
Of course.
So we was doing a show and Checkmate was working.
Word. So he was
you might have been there.
I probably was.
Alvin and X was there. And there was a couple cats that got a little drunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And it got out of hand. And the way I feel about my dude right here and my man Alvin, we grew up together. So I wasn't going to even let them have to lift a finger.
And he's performing. Like
I was like, I got this.
You know?
Watch out.
But that's an instinct.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm going to protect
suited up and
Checkmate.
shit, you know?
I'm in a suit. I'm like, I'm going to protect Checkmate. I don't even want them to have to deal with none of this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's love.
That's what's up.
That's love.
Well, that's my job because that's just how I feel. Like, their job is to be there, hold it down. If I'm there, I'm also a resource. I'm responsible for my own personal safety, and I'm still a licensed security officer. So I can take responsibility for whatever situation I feel like, hey, I'm a first responder. Mm-hmm. So, it's like an off-duty police officer might feel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't even want y'all to get dirty. Y'all look good. I already performed. I'm lit. I'm like,
that's what it is.
I'm like, let me take care of this.
Let
me take care of this. Y'all just stay clean and keep protecting it. Keep an eye on everything else. I got this. This is outside work. I wanted them to stay inside, keep everybody feeling safe while I'm outside de-escalating the situation. And that's exactly what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
What's something y'all see other security guards do that they need to stop doing?
Oh.
Go ahead, y'all sound like y'all got a long list. Let me tell you about it.
I mean, I'm gonna let you speak on that shit. I'm gonna stay. I stay in my own lane and I hog that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, come on, man. I want to know where, because they may be listening. They may need to know. You know what I do that. Maybe I need to correct that. So you might be helping somebody just by seeing some of the things you may have seen.
It's easy, man. Be professional, especially with the ladies.
Okay. But you just say you knock one out if need be. So how does that work?
Well, that's different.
See, that was different.
I'm not talking about if they're out of line and they refuse to leave and I got to move something.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about when I say women can get moved too, okay? So if they don't want to move, if there's a female officer present, yeah, I'm going to let her handle that. But if she's not there, I got to put hands on a female. I'm not closing my fist. I'm keeping my hands open. I'm grabbing. I'm putting a wrist lock on them, and I'm moving them out. Just like I would move anybody else out the way. That's what I meant when I said that. So, but what I'm talking about is guys flirting with women while they're on the job.
Not paying attention.
You know, not paying attention to their surroundings, you know, and women are very intelligent, highly intelligent. So they can be setting things up. You know, they can be setting you up or distracting you so that they can get away with X, Y, and Z. Or just to the point where you may have an issue come up where you got to report something about this person who you are already friendly with. And it's kind of like, okay, we hung out after work. You know, we had drinks. We cool. It's going to be hard for you to do your job. It's an ethical dilemma right there. Like, do I report this unauthorized activity that, you know, I saw so-and-so do, or should I just be her friend and just let it slide? You know what I'm saying? Because you're being too friendly with people. You're getting to know people beyond the scope of your job. You know what I'm saying? And that's a struggle for men.
Too close.
Because, you know, women, you know, they can't get that energy, that vibe, you know, especially when you are an authority figure. They kind of come up to you and they cool. And I see guys take that a little too far sometimes. And I'm like, man, you know, it's easier being married. It's easier for me to just keep my eyes straight and just hold it down, you know, give them some energy, but not the wrong type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like I'm being inappropriate. But once you cross that line, it's hard to go back, you know? So that's one of the things that I see.
I'm gonna need you to help me with this name. He done came on the show, sir. Forgive me for saying the name wrong. I know I am. Sans Sweet Bay. Do you know? Who? Can you say it for me?
Santa Soup Bay.
Okay, there we go. So he says,
man.
can we get together, put our funds in the right place, and better the community? He's trying to see you guys, you know what I'm saying, talking about getting that community right.
Put our funds together.
Or even your
I don't even know.
Freddie, man, you know Freddie.
Oh, what's up, baby?
That's the homie from like high school, man.
Yeah.
Sing together.
But he, you know what I'm saying, he wants to know, I mean, it ain't gotta be funds. I mean, just putting what you got, resources, you know.
Well, my idea was, you know, as I have the
Facts.
to get everybody licensed, to get everybody working, you know, to create jobs in the community. That's what I came back home to do 3 years ago.
Sir, send them to him. Send him his way.
Yeah, that's really what I want to do is get with our youth. I know Alvin Perry and the guys have been having meetings, you know, with some of the young men around, and I've been wanting to go. I just haven't had time and been able to do it. You know, 'cause I have certain things I have to do on Saturdays. But I do plan on getting with you guys, man, and making some time to sit down and, you know, talk about our issues as men and catch our young men before they start getting into trouble and get felonies and can't buy firearms and have fun like I do every day. You know, I really feel for you guys, you know, and I have a heart for my people, man. I really want my people to be successful, you know, to enjoy life, enjoy the freedoms that we still do have, and do it the right way, you know, top to bottom, man. You know,
and just to put
I know
in
Santa Soup Bay, he don't like that. He'll tell you straight up that the state breaks the law all the time.
Yeah, big talk.
Laws. He'll tell you that none of this stuff is even legal. It's not even legal for them to give licenses to work, to carry firearms and to work. And we know all this stuff, but we in Babylon, so we got to deal with the system that we
the law of the land, huh?
So we still got to work. We still got to eat. We still got to, you know, pray and believe, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to make a way. But all we can do is each one reach one, teach one. You know? So, you know, I definitely have the resources to help my people, you know.
And just to put in on the working with the community, I already do that. I feel every day. You know, it's just one man can't change the world, and I love the song, but one man cannot change the world though. And I really respect the fact that he put that, because me and this dude go deep. You know what I mean? Like on some personal shit. You feel me? So to hear his mind frame is real humbling. You know what I mean? And he changes community as well every day. He cuts hair. You feel what I'm saying? You know how big that is.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean.
You build confidence.
Exactly.
That's my personal barber right there.
Exactly.
You
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only man.
This man teaches knowledge to people that they didn't know. You feel what I'm saying?
While you in his chair, you learning.
Word.
I'm talking about him. I'm talking about you though. You like working. He's saying, putting it together, but right now we're doing it separate. It'll never work. And I hate to sound like I have no faith in it, but 4 of us right now, 5 is not enough. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So we could only continue to keep doing.
Is it a start?
It's a big start, but it's a big start when one man is doing it too. Yeah. That one man that cuts hair, nigga, changes about 20 lives a day.
Yeah,
true.
You feel me? People read our posts, people see your shit, it changes their lives. Nigga, media is a motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Crystal says, any personal tips on how you can stay safe without bodyguard services? This is a young lady.
Get your gun license.
get your license to carry. Get some training. Get some hand-to-hand training. Some good self-defense training. Some firearms training. Don't post your location on social media if it's a place that you frequent. If I check in somewhere, it's usually after we already gone. Mm-hmm. You take your pictures, it locks in the location anyway. You can check in after you're gone. So you don't got to let people know your exact location all the time. And again, if it's somewhere you frequent often, definitely don't check in. So that way nobody knows how to keep up or track you or find you. But at the end of the day, if somebody is after you, they can easily find you. They can track you. And so it goes back to, what are you prepared to do when you're faced with a self-defense or a threat situation?
That's where your training comes in.
So and you do self-defense classes at your
It's part of the training. It's part of the training. Yeah, I haven't offered it as a separate class. I probably should. Mm-hmm. But I'm always, willing to talk to people and give advice. And if they want to hire me to teach them how to fight, or y'all can meet us at T. Morona's Boxing Gym on Nogalitos. If you want to box and learn how to fight, I sometimes go by there, but you guys can go over there if you really want to learn. Rick Moronis is a great trainer. My brother Delrico Jones, he also is involved in boxing and stuff and the ring announcing. Shout out my brother Delrico.
Shout out.
He's doing great things in boxing and stuff like that. So we have a little bit of everything going on. Me and my brother, we go by the 2020 League. A lot of people don't know that, but we go by 2020 League, and that's something we started like in 2000. It's been a long time. So we're Gemini twins, 2020 vision.
I'm as well. Okay.
We represent. So, but yeah, he's security at the V Lounge. He's the head of security over there. So it's just something we've always done, man. Being
so
dudes, handling business.
Can y'all educate us on how to secure a building? Like, what's the first things that you guys do when you step into a building?
Recon.
Yeah. So what exactly is that consist of? Like, tell us what that is.
We're looking for access points, entries, exits, making sure that doors and hinges are in good condition, locks are in good condition and working.
Dark spots.
What was that?
Dark spots.
Dark spots, exactly. Hiding places. People pick places where people can hide and tuck away after hours and then, pop out. So, access control, like where I work in my day job, everybody has to have an employee badge to get through certain areas. So everything is controlled. So just kind of filtering people out. Y'all go over there. Y'all don't have access over here. Your badge will only get you this, that, and the other. So it's just controlling the privileges. Same thing with login credentials. Everybody shouldn't have access to all the data. They only have, and as an employee, we know this. We only get access to the data that we may need to do our job duties, but there's certain levels we can't go, even as employees.
Yeah, for sure.
So for a person who is a customer or a patron coming in, they should be notified of where they have access to or privileges to be. That's what VIP is for, right? VIP says you can't be over here unless you paid to be in this area. This is reserved for paying customers. Your general admission, that means that you only have the right to come in and stand, right? We don't have to give you anywhere to sit. There's no, you understand going in that this is what you're getting. You see what I'm saying? So there's different ways you can do that. But just making sure that your doors and locks are working properly, that there's not too many keys, too many people having to pass codes to the alarm system and stuff like that. Different groups have different rights and privileges, and they may have a separate alarm code that they use to lock up stuff versus what we have. And they will have like the master key to everything.
Okay.
Not everybody gets the master key, but security has to have a master key to every door in the facility that needs to be secured.
So what threats do y'all look for? And I want y'all to get into detail. How do y'all do it? So like I said, people at home could start doing these type of things in the clubs and at events as well. But y'all saying something about checking facial expressions, probably eyebrows. It's probably a good telltale. What else?
A lot of guys do and they don't even realize it, but the size up.
Yeah.
One of them, and it ain't nothing personal to my my street niggas. Like, there's no structure in fighting in the street. You feel what I'm saying? So before these niggas fight now, their feet point you. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So a nigga be like this, and his whole foot is pointing you. That's a first step. You feel what I'm saying? That's going to you.
So that's a subconscious thing, you think?
Nah, it's a body language thing.
Yeah. But he's subconsciously doing it.
Yeah. Big talk. Yeah, big talk. Yeah.
Damn.
And you just look from head to toe. If his eyes is looking at you and his foot is pointing at you, what you thinking?
He about to run up on you.
You feel me? So
that's good.
It's just about, that's just the way I rock, and that's just, and I'm a street nigga. I get it I was the same way. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't. Like, I'm not gonna let you know that I'm gonna snatch you up. If I'm gonna do a lot of rah-rah nowadays, I'll get you. But hey, you ain't never had a nigga whisper in your ear and tell you, nigga, I'll beat the shit out you.
Ooh.
You feel me? That a fucking nigga.
Hey, I go with intimidation right there.
You know what I mean? I don't have time I'm a big dude. I don't have time to sit up there and argue with you. I'm gonna run out of breath. By the time we get to fighting and shit, I only got about 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So nah, there ain't no point of talking. Ain't no point of swelling up and making all this here attention and shit. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you could always tell if somebody want to do something to you. You've been in the club. You know if they got a problem.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of with you, but this is, you're looking for others. How do you see you got a problem with him over there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, you stand next to him and this nigga.
Right.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
you see that heat.
You know what I mean?
It's like laser.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm mean mugging, he's seeing you, but you're not seeing him.
When you do this shit, you gonna see it when you come out. As soon as you come inside.
Look, man.
So what do y'all do when y'all see them staring at each other? What do y'all do? Y'all just stand in the middle? Like, what do y'all do?
Keep going.
You gotta wait for it to happen.
My client is not worried about. If you a good bodyguard and he see a hater in the room, you think he's gonna be. What the fuck is you there for then? If you so worried,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? I've never had a client. When we get to our section, he'll nigga up. You know what I mean? I seen it, but this is what it is though. Oh, that's why he's looking.
Okay.
Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Just like that. You. But that's something that we see though, and a nigga that's doing wrong in these streets see the shit too though, low key. And he's not even a bodyguard.
Right.
But he looking for that shit though.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Because he know he done fucked up. You feel me? We looking for it because I know you done fucked up.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got you. You know what I mean? But it's when you take your job so serious, you really see that shit 3D. I see it. I'm 200-300 people, and I see two. It's 300 motherfuckers, and I see 180 motherfuckers. That quick, and that's just before I hit the door. I'm not even 10 steps in yet.
Ask about the Waka Flocka event.
Oh yeah, he did his stuff.
What happened?
He did his stuff.
What happened though?
Nothing happened.
He did his stuff. Nothing. You feel me? Nothing. Shit. If anything happened, I was at the strip club with Walker later on that night and got into a fight with the with the people inside there, you know, because they in there rolling up sweets and shit. But this San Antonio, you know how they act.
Yeah, after
you know.
hours, I worked the after
But
hours spot. And
the
the same thing. I'm watching our people, man. And, you know, honestly, our people is a mess sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Especially the later it gets. And I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm like, man, Satan is real. He out here, you know, he out here
Facts.
operating, man. So
We got time to do that shit though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's what we love to do.
Bro,
Y'all go out to go party. Y'all go out to go chill. Y'all not looking like what he talking about. What you worried about another nigga for?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Don't you feel like it's real spiritual in a way?
It is though.
It's very spiritual what we do. What we
It
do
is
very dark.
Why? Because y'all getting in tune with everybody per se.
Spirits. We deal with dark spirits. We looking for dark spirits.
Right.
That's what we looking for.
Oh, y'all exorcists.
It's energy. It's just an energy
I'm
thing.
looking for that. I'm looking to see if you got it in you or not.
It's an energy thing.
When you
man.
come up, when you walking in a facility that I'm guarding or whatever, I'm looking to see if you got that energy. I'm looking for that darkness. That's what I'm really looking for, so I can address it right away.
Right away.
He said exorcism.
Yeah. You were trying to pull it out of him.
I cast them out. I cast them right about you. Got the silver bullets.
This is my bike, punk. Okay, so do y'all prefer clubs or events?
I prefer events.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because it's more of a family atmosphere. Not as much alcohol is involved. Usually it involves food and drinks. So you don't have people getting to the point where they're intoxicated beyond controlling themselves. So with clubs, it's dark. It's a lot going on. It's hard to hear. And then you have people that may run into each other that if they're with their family, they're going to behave. But if they by themselves or with their homies, they're going to act different. You know, also with clubs that don't have particular dress codes, people are not going to be afraid to get their hands dirty because they're not dressed in nothing that they care about. That's why they have dress codes. It's just controls your psychology.
Oh, that's why they have dress codes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Because you don't want to get your nice clothes dirty.
You like, not right now. We good.
They say the grown and
We'll
sexy.
catch them slipping.
You gonna fight? You gonna fight
with
with your red bottoms on?
Yeah, not at
It's a
all.
couple that
Nigga,
don't give a
slide and
damn.
shit.
That'll take off their jacket and they stuff and get nasty. But it's usually when the night's about to end. Fights usually happen at the end of the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time. Because they like, all right, we had our fun. Now let's wax these boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
On the way out.
Me personally,
Catch 'em in the park.
I prefer neither one. I don't do the club no more unless I'm with the client. I do personal work.
Okay.
I really don't have time to babysit grown people.
Well,
You
the
know
money's
what I
right.
mean? I've done that for a long. That's how I started
Mm-hmm.
bouncing. You know, being a bouncer. But I gotta constantly kicking motherfuckers. That shit gets tiring.
You become the enemy of a lot of people bouncing?
No.
At first, I did because you got to set the tone. You might have to slam a couple motherfuckers on their head. You know, at first, ain't nobody gonna take you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can only be cool so much until they take your kindness for weakness, and you got to show some shit. You know what I mean? But it was harder for me, I feel, because Friday I'm in the club I'm in the club smoking.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you to put out your blunt, and we was in the club Friday smoking together. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, oh nigga, you don't smoke shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was harder for me. Like, look, now I gotta explain myself. Look, brother, you know, this is my job. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nigga got tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, so and the real ones understand it. You know what I mean? Like, but some of the niggas be like, oh nigga, you fake. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so I'm like, man,
you gotta take that one on the chin, though, huh?
You do though. You do though. It's like,
Yeah, you know, let's smoke outside.
and every now and again I'll be like, what?
I'll meet you out back.
This nigga hit the motherfucker.
Maybe I'm tripping.
You know, just blow the smoke down. Y'all niggas blowing it all in there.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You gotta
Don't
be
be
cool.
disrespectful.
You know, and that's how you gain a lot of respect too, though. You know, you go in the club, you see your bounce a long line, but you see that one bouncer like, oh, that's a nigga.
Yeah.
You don't even know his name. You know what I mean? I just,
Yeah.
come here. You remember? Hey, boom. You know what I mean? That's how it was. And then it's like shit, personal work now. Like I'm not gonna babysit y'all niggas no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, y'all niggas want to smoke? Smoke.
Yeah.
You feel me? One of y'all call me though, and I'm gonna make sure that the bouncer don't tell you to put your shit out now.
Right.
You feel what I'm
You
saying?
got an inside man.
That's how I started. You know what I mean? So I don't do the clubs I will do events though. Or if my partners need it, I'm not too bougie. You feel me? I work at the club, but that won't be my person.
That's not your first
I
goal.
usually see him working because, you know, as artists, we local celebrities.
Mhm.
So I think that's more what he leans towards and why he makes an exception to work in clubs, because it's for
the artist is in the
who
is in
he
the
actually
club.
already has a relationship with.
Big talk.
So it's like, big bro, pull up for me. You know what I'm saying? Of course, big bro's gonna pull up because that's your homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's always gonna have that homie vibe with certain people that he will pull up for you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing. You gotta be. I'll be humble with it. I started off with the locals. You know, it was the locals that was booking me.
Right.
You feel me? So I ain't finna be one of them ones that, you know, too good for the locals. You know, like it's not even about the local shit. It's about, you're a human and you need protection and you on a mission, or, you know, image is everything. However you want to see it, you know what I mean? That's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck a local, fuck a big artist or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, I got you because that's who I am.
That's who you,
right?
You know what I mean?
Hey, Clifton Simmons says he always feels safe when you guys is in the building.
Big time. Shout out Cliff, man.
Hey,
Shout out Cliff.
tell him. Don't forget about Fitzgerald's Cliff. You held me down.
Let's not make this awkward.
That's my kinfolk. Cuzzo was like, I got that tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I wasn't on duty that. I was with my wife that night. Cuzzo was holding us down.
That's what's up.
Question: could y'all protect someone that y'all don't like?
Yeah.
You can protect the Grand Wizard of KKK.
If I decided to take that job, I'm gonna protect that person, regardless.
You can do it.
I might could change his perception. And if I can't, oh well.
Who is somebody on that level you I don't know how I want to put this. Who is somebody you wouldn't want to protect?
Trump.
That was the first thing that popped in my head, but I don't get into politics, man.
That's all I'm gonna say though.
But that was a name that popped up.
That popped up in your head.
You know,
I'll catch some dust in my eye.
Oh
goddamn!
They shot him.
Where you at, boy? Where you at?
I ain't see him.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Goddamn.
So does that reflect on y'all if y'all client does get hurt or a shot?
Of course.
Indeed.
Yeah, so that makes y'all look bad at the end of the
You
day.
can, yeah. Unless they did something they shouldn't have stepped where they shouldn't have stepped.
So how do y'all deal with difficult clients? The ones that go where you told them not to go.
You might cut the contract on them. Like, hey,
right then and there.
This is outside of what we agreed upon.
I've left a client. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
I left a client because I ain't gonna get into nothing personal, but he was out of line, and it went a different way that I do not fuck with. You know what I mean? And after I warn you and tell you, look here, bro, now you're jeopardizing. You know what I mean?
What is that? We need to know what you feel is jeopardizing, so we don't do that.
Once you get the whooping on females,
okay,
you feel me? But it's your female. You feel me? So you really don't want to get into your mix.
Right.
You know, you feel what I'm saying? Step that line.
Your client end up being dumped on his head.
You know what I mean? So before any of that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go ahead and go. You know, because now you out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't pull you back in. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this real quick. Hey, good luck. You know what I mean? I'm gonna check the book in the morning and see your post and just to see if you're alive.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know what I mean? But other than that, shit.
How do y'all choose what clients to take and what not to take?
I mean, you're not finna pick up no well-known pedophile. You know what I mean? Like,
you not? Well, the money's right. No,
that's something I won't cross.
Yeah. So it's a morals thing to it. So money ain't
big facts. I didn't start off doing it for money. My first job, you put your life on the line for somebody, nigga. I did it for $50 my first job, and I didn't know if I was coming home by yourself. I lived out here at first. Like I said, I was doing it for free, so I was knocking niggas out. Joe's Volcano. I might as well put my damn signature in that hole. Knock out artists. Yeah, for real. We used to go to Joe's just on the way up there, like, I bet y'all catch 2 tonight.
Damn.
You feel me? Like stupid like that though, but it caught up to a nigga. You know what I mean? So in certain ways you gotta move. You know what I mean? Like, nigga.
What was the wake-up call for you?
The wake-up call was my kids. You You know what I mean? The wake-up call was my kids. Like, at first, I was just leaving and not worried about. I didn't have to say, I'll be back. All right, y'all hold it down. You know what I mean? I was walking out. Now it's like, fuck. I hit the door like, shit.
Let me kiss all my babies.
You know what I mean?
I kiss them
because these niggas are stupid.
Let me kiss all my babies every time I leave the house.
You know, it's real out here. Some guys feel like, oh, he got protection. He think he hard. Let's test him. But they're not gonna fight. They're gonna shoot. Ain't nobody fighting nowadays, and that's why I got shot. I knocked out 2 of them. I only had time to knock out 2, and the third one shot.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they not fighting no more. You know, a hoe or nothing. I know you got it, but the head go home. You gonna shoot, or your entourage gonna shoot, and y'all going to the penitentiary. You feel what I'm saying? So let's just be smart about it. You know what I mean? Like, if we gotta go that route, then call somebody that can do it. You know, it ain't about being no punk or nothing. Like, I'm not. Everybody think like I'm commercial. You know, oh, he expensive. You know what I mean? Nah, it's about you being safe. You know what I mean? I build relationships with people out here because of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you want to talk street, it's like real nigga shit. You know what I mean? Like, that nigga's real. Like, nigga, I'm not asking for $2,000 to go watch you, you know, protect you. Like, what kind of nigga does that? You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Like, I love your life like you should love your life, nigga. You know what I mean? Your life is important. Real talk. We talk about the laws knocking us off all the time. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm finna hit you over the head so they don't knock you off. Nah. Like,
I got you. It's like
I got you, my
That's
boy.
love. That's love. So do y'all have any favorite clients?
Yeah, I got a lot of favorite clients.
Who's some of your favorite clients?
My favorite client is you
asking a personal question.
Yeah.
There wasn't nobody get mad out there tonight. Nah, I got a lot of everybody.
Some of your favorites. How about that?
Some of my
so not
favorites.
that way everybody can still be a favorite.
Right.
So you can name some of your favorites.
It's different lanes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for these favorites. All right.
Okay.
You know, because it's all different movies.
Yeah.
Every time.
And they do
what I
different
mean?
things.
So if we're talking about local, or we talking about?
I want to know your favorite client. You got a favorite client? Okay, some of your favorite clients. Let me correct
Some of my
myself.
favorite clients. Okay, I'm gonna go with I definitely got to go with Jay Holiday because I still talk to him to today.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And my second one would be Case because I talk to him today. You know what I mean? And we spent, you know, we chilled for one night and it felt like shit. We knew each other for years. You know what I mean? And this is an old school nigga. You know what I mean? That my mama was listening to. You know what I mean? So, I know it's real when they just hop up in my inbox like, "Hey, you good?" You know, they don't.
How does that make you feel?
Humble.
Yeah. Like you doing your job? Like,
yeah. I left a mark. I always said X marked the spot. My name is Xavier. X marked the spot.
Yeah. So you want to leave that?
And I plan on it. Yeah. I plan. I want to leave an impression every time. You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad, but you gonna remember me. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully it's good though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they all been good lately. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, those are the top two. And then my locals and shit. You know what I mean? Shout out Skip the Boss. You know what I mean? He's been one. You know what I mean? I definitely gotta say, just to run it back, shit. My first client, man. And RP Chris P. You know what I mean? That was my first client ever. You know what I mean? Like, nigga called me like, I got $50. What's up? I'm like, I got you. That's the one that was that was 50. My first job, $50. Like 3-4 hours. You know what I mean? And
it could have went either way.
It could have went either way. You know what I mean? And Chris is out there. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm coming home. I know I got this 9 with me. All right. Make sure you get home. All right, man. Boom. I'm gone. That's what it is. You got no time else to think. All right. And I wasn't worried about the $50 shit. I was worried about shit, man. If my nigga get home tonight, you know, he tell this person tell this person, you know, I just want to build. But it was love though. It was to see my nigga get home, knowing that, you know, he has so many haters out here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Got home every night. I was like that he didn't call me.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like ones I'm gonna name.
For a celebrity client or just a high-end client?
Define high end.
So he could be the CEO of Louis Vuitton, somebody that we don't even really know, but he's high end. You know what I mean? Then you got celebrity, somebody that everybody knows.
I prefer, at the end of the day, when we get up there and they up there already, I prefer the high end money. You know, but
you have celebrities that don't want to pay too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
So there's a difference between. That's a great answer. There's a difference between a high-end client and a celebrity.
There is.
A celebrity may not necessarily be got money like that, but they have a budget to keep to.
Yeah.
And security goes into that budget. So they have to be frugal in a way with how much they spend or how much they pay per hour. So they got to be smart about that. So I'm sure X could tell you he does a lot of flat fee stuff where it's like, this is the amount of money I might need you for so many days, you know, and this is how much I can pay. Because they know if we go hourly, they might go over that.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to touch it.
They're not gonna be able to pay you right. So,
and we don't want to feel like we're hitting you over the head, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
we want to build a relationship and do repeat customers,
but
be affordable.
How much is your life worth?
Exactly.
You feel me? And if you thought about it, your life should be worth good.
Yep.
You feel me? But I always work it out with my clients. So like, I don't want we're here for you not to stress.
Right.
So I don't want you to stress over your money. You know what I mean? I want you to be comfortable. I want you to have a good time. I want you to call me back. That's what I want. I want you to make your next move your best move. And call your boy back.
So what celebrities have y'all guarded?
Recently, one of my clients was Damian Chopper from the movie Blood and Blood Out, also known as Miklo. I did about 7 or 8 of his local meet and greets. He was all over Texas doing a tour, and he called me out to a couple of his events, the ones that I could make with my schedule. And I held him down, 2-3 hour meet and greets in Houston, McAllen, Del Rio. He did a couple here locally, but I didn't make those. But that's one of my most recent clients.
I'm trying to think who I had.
6ix9ine, Jay Holiday.
He said 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine wasn't recent though.
He wasn't, but it's still somebody. I'm just asking in general through life.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, all of them. I mean, I wish I had all of them. I ain't gonna sit up here and cap like that. You know what I mean? I know that everybody that I do say, I'm gonna get him. I get him. And it's by the grace of God, though. I give it up. And I'm standing next to this nigga like, man. So,
that's the dream, baby.
Jacquees,
okay.
Kurt Cobain's, you know what I mean? Case, of course. We got when I went up to Hollywood, I had Mr. Parker, the professor from the Parkers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I kicked it with Simon Cowell for a little bit. Man, I didn't have that, man. Moneybag. Young Dolph, shout out Dolph. He be sending me that 23 sometime. They call me black. I ain't got no kill. Who else? Man, it's a couple of them, But the goal is to have that personal solid though. You know what I mean? I didn't start this shit off just to keep bouncing, to be real. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up watching Robin Big. You remember Robin Big? You know what I mean? RP.
One of my favorite shows.
And that, that's what I want. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I find that one, like me and Skip. You know what I mean? Skip the boss. Like, we like this. You know what I mean? So, but he got to get there. You know what I mean? So we could both get there. So, but at the same time, I love all my artists though. I'm not gonna say I love them the same because I'll be lying. But I love all of them. Real talk.
All right, we have to go dark a little bit. Are y'all mentally prepared to kill somebody?
Yes.
How do you prepare for that?
It's your life or yours.
Simple.
It's your life. You want to go on your mom and your kids, or you want to tell you want them to explain that you killed from protecting a stranger?
Well, that sounds like there's no preparation. It's just instinct.
That's what it is.
Like survival of the fittest.
It's like in the game. Like you got to know once you got rolled in, or even got to talk about Bloods and Crips, nigga, that you could die. Mm-hmm. You could die. You know, if you get in that hot tub, it's hot. Mm-hmm. So you know, if you bodyguard and you protecting somebody from something, it might be a shootout. You can die. You know what I mean? Like, you're not stupid. So I know, like, I might have to kill somebody today.
So how do you think y'all gonna feel about it the next day? Is that where the breakdown gonna come in for y'all? Because I ain't had no time to react and soak it in.
It is what it is. After you get to incriminating yourself. I mean, once you've done it before, I ain't saying I ain't killed
allegedly,
but once you squeeze the trigger before, you know what I mean, and you know how I feel, the rush feels, you know what I mean, because it's a lot of adrenaline with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from the street, so I've seen it all. I've seen people get shot right in front. I've got blood on me from a splatter.
Oh, hell.
You know what I mean? So it makes it a little easier, you know what I mean, doing the shit that I do, because I know it could come with it. You know what I mean? And shit could happen. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, that's a mental thing. You know, you just gotta prepare yourself. Like, but before you start this shit, you gotta prepare yourself. You can't do 2-3 jobs and then start thinking, shit, what if I get a shootout?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, you gotta know off the rep, nigga. Like, some shit could pop off tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So take your shit off safety. You feel me? Yeah, facts. That's my mind frame, though. Everybody thinks different. You know what I mean?
What's the most dangerous time y'all can think of through this whole adventure? Most dangerous. Tell me that story.
I think the most dangerous time was 6ix9ine ass came down here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, that was some intense shit. You know what I mean?
So when you on high alert, you was on. They put out a video wanting to get him.
That was the most I was like, shit, I ain't gonna lie, nervous. You know what I mean? Like on go. You know, on go. Like, I get a rush right now. I got the rocking and shit. Like, yeah, because shit was tense. You know what I mean? Like, they really wanted that man. You feel what I'm saying? And anybody would have took him for some clout.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Wanted that chain.
Yeah, you know, and I got a big ass shirt on that say Checkmate. And they didn't seen it already. So I know I'll be damned if somebody touch him. You know what I mean? Because that's my name on there. You know, like, I think here goes back to street. You know what I mean? Life, nigga, your name in the streets, nigga, is once you fuck it off, it's no good. You know what I mean? And that's how but I took it business wise. So once I put this name off, it's no good. Now I have to do something different. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'll be damned if I got to do something different because I didn't nut it up, or I didn't got scared, or I wasn't on my P's and Q's. I didn't keep my head on the swivel. Nah, I knew what I was doing. Yeah, let's get it. But that shit was nerve-wracking though.
I know it was. I know it was, man. But it all worked itself out.
Mine was actually going to Hurricane Harvey, man. Responding to that, you know, driving out there knowing that the hurricane was coming, and I was hired to do a job.
So you weren't there afterwards, you was there
before.
Oh crap.
The night before. Because it was already getting bad before it actually hit. So it was like headed towards Houston, and it was like, we need folks out here tonight. So I had to make a move, I had to make a decision, you know, and we was in the process of moving. So I had to leave my wife and my kids while we moving to go work, you know what I'm saying? And not knowing if I was gonna beat the hurricane or get hit with it, and not knowing what I was gonna be doing when I got there. You know, I thought I was gonna be pulling people out of the water and rescuing, but I wasn't sure. I was like, you don't ask questions. You get your orders and you say, yeah, I'm taking the job. and they're not gonna give you a lot of detail because they don't have a lot of detail a lot of times. They just trying to get the resources ready.
So are y'all contracted? Like,
yeah, I get contracted for all the work that I do. I'm contracted. I have a contract that's ending with one company, and the parent company will probably find me something else to do. Meanwhile, I already got my own contracts that I have in place for other companies, another company that I'm running that I can always go and work. So you keep contract floating. Thriving. It's always something to do. Resourceful enough. Put yourself out there, put your business out there. Do stuff like this. Get on social media and stop hiding behind the wall and let people know what you do and you take pride in what you do. And
I'm
get your
not
brand out there.
okay.
So shit is a little harder.
Yeah.
Because I really got to look for it.
Mhm.
I got to look for it. You know what I mean?
How do y'all promote yourselves?
You just said it.
Well, you need to use me. I can.
Social media.
I'm an avenue.
Word of mouth.
You out of sight, you out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
That's real.
So it's times that I go out to the club like 1 o'clock, 1:30, right before the lights cut on. So as soon as they cut the hose on, I hit it one time and everybody didn't see me. So they checkmate. They gonna say my name on the mic.
And that's funny. That's exactly how it worked with me.
You know what I mean?
Exactly how it worked. I seen you on Chris's podcast, then I seen you in the club several times. And I'm like, I'm seeing this guy everywhere. Like,
yeah. And I just make an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I just make an appearance, let them know, show some love to the promoters. Yeah, I mean, because
Checkmate in the building.
They gonna call.
Shout it out.
Them the ones that call when the artists come down here. Yeah, I mean, so shout out Davey. Yeah, I mean, shout out all the rest of the promoters. If I don't say your name right now, because I don't want to. But Davey's one that sticks out right now. Type shit. You know what I mean? I got a couple other ones that's really booming out there, but they the ones that set it up though. It's the promoters that's bringing them down here. So I make sure to go show love. You know what I mean? Yep. And shit. Most of them know if I'm in the club and some shit pop out. It's been plenty of time. Davey see me in the club, be like, hey man, can you just watch? Danny Green to come in real quick and